Do you want to get started with intuitive eating, but you feel that you need baby steps? Well, that's the topic of today's Diet Free Zone show. Hi, I'm Bonnie Giller, registered dietitian, nutritionist, and certified intuitive eating counselor. So you may have heard about intuitive eating. It may seem overwhelming. How do I even get started is what you're thinking. Well, in this video, I am going to share some baby steps that you can take so you feel comfortable and you could work at your own pace. There's no rush. There is absolutely no rush. You have your lifetime ahead of you. So let's start with number one. Principle one of intuitive eating is reject the diet mentality. Now, it may be easy to say reject the diet mentality, but we know that is not necessarily easy to do given the diet culture that we are living in. I usually describe the diet culture as quicksand. Once you get into the dieting culture and the diet industry just sucks you back in and in and in after every diet, you try to climb out, but you get sucked back just like quicksand. Well, this very first principle is key to set the foundation for your intuitive eating journey. So, first start by making a commitment to ditching diet culture for good. Recognize the damage that diet's done for you. Recognize that it's not been a sustainable way for you to live, and you're making a commitment to ditch diet culture, to reject your diet mentality. So, one of the ways that you can do this is look around you. What are things that are around you in your life that remind you of dieting? Start with your social media feed. If you scroll through the feed and you see all these diety accounts or before and after photos, please unfollow those accounts ASAP and instead follow accounts that promote intuitive eating and food freedom and body positivity. And by the way, if you haven't followed my Instagram account yet, go ahead and after you watch this video, find me on Instagram at Bonnie R. Giller. I share lots of stories every day about intuitive eating in action, as well as other inspiring posts. Now, next up, start to bring more awareness into your eating. So let's start with reflection. I'm very, very big on reflection. My clients will tell you that. So reflect on where you are now in regards to your eating. Are you rushed when you eat? Do you actually sit down and take your time? Or do you kind of grab and go? Eat what you can when you can because life is just so chaotic. Or because you don't necessarily want to spend the time to put a meal together. Or perhaps you don't feel deserving of sitting down to eating a meal. So it's grab and go, eat in a haphazard fashion. Are you tasting your food? Are you distracted while you're eating? Just bring an awareness without judgment. That is key. No judgment. There's no judgment in intuitive eating. It's a learning process. It's a process of growth. So take the time to become more aware of your eating. And when you stop eating, are you eating to comfortable fullness, to uncomfortable fullness? Are you hearing the cues that your body's giving you around hunger and fullness and satisfaction? Just bring awareness to this. Then we'll take action. But really, in order to be able to take action, we need to know what we have to take action on. And the only way to do that is to slow down, take some breaths, become aware, and reflect. You can view this as an experiment. Again, no judgment. And when you make some changes, how do those changes feel for you? Do they feel good? Do they feel as if you're following rules? Remember, one of the things we want to be sure we don't do is make intuitive eating into another diet. And that's where this awareness piece comes into play. So, baby steps. Let's just start today with a couple of little baby steps to get going on your intuitive eating journey. Again, first, we want to stop and think about your diet mentality and work to shift out of that diet mentality by looking around and start spotting diet culture in your life and in your surroundings and work on challenging those diet culture messages. And again, second is that awareness piece. Just put on your researcher hat and say, let me just collect some data. Let me see, how do I currently eat? And then consider, how and what type of changes might I want to make. All right, there you go. Some baby steps to get you started on your intuitive eating journey. Don't forget, if you want more resources, all you have to do is go to my website, dietfreeradiantme.com. You'll go and you'll see all the resources that I have for you, as well as an intuitive eating basics course, which is going to help you start your intuitive eating journey. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to share with those who you think can benefit. And while you're here, be sure you subscribe so you don't miss any episodes of the Diet Free Zone show. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.